can't have my face on that, bro.
Welcome back to Village Talk. I'm your host, Trey. We with Ain't Going and some other weird nigga over there, way over there. But
Over there.
Yeah. We back again. We back and we better. I want you more than ever.
I know y'all missed me last time. I wasn't here. I had my homie fill in.
Oh yeah, we had the CIA agent, CIA freak.
CIA agent fill in. I couldn't be here. I'm here now though. It's good to be back, man.
All
right, yeah, we missed you, Brody. The last person you had here looked like segregation.
Where were you?
I was busy, man. I had to, do some things, cross some I's and dot some T's.
He felt like crack just being dropped on our neighborhoods. That last dude. Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
Glad you back.
Yeah, man.
Glad you're back.
Looked like he the reason that Martin Luther King originally started marching.
Type shit.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like he told
What's
him
been
to
going
march.
on in these streets, man? What's been going on in these streets and these avenues on these boulevards?
We've been thugging, animating, gaming,
gaming,
still
gaming.
getting
Have
hoes. We you know what I mean?
You been gaming?
Me,
I
yeah.
got a little scoop about some games for real. You want to hear something about some games?
I mean, I be busy.
I
but
can tell you something about a game.
What
How much
got?
do you like? Y'all seen Black Panther? Y'all remember that movie? That was pretty good.
Remember the movie? You mean the sensation of a country?
Sensational film, the black man in the cat suit. Yeah, he was a real pussy man. Well, EA was making a game for him, and they canceled it after 5 years in production. They closed Cliffhanger Studios, canceled the game, scrapped all the assets, and reallocated the staff to different assignments.
I knew that trailer was bullshit when they showed the trailer.
Come on, man.
It's that joint with him and Cap. It wasn't that I knew that was bullshit. Like
and
that
honestly,
shit didn't even look
I'm
real.
Not gonna lie. It looked interesting off that trailer. I can't say nothing for how the game could have even went, because that other Marvel game, that's doo-doo water.
Here's what they said about it though.
But that's crazy that they just got rid of it.
Hold on, bruh. This is what's crazy about it. They said they re-engineered the Nemesis system from the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. That Nemesis system was fucking heat. They had to, you can't use it, but they re-engineered that shit, so it was ready to have that in there. This game was ready to be fucking heat.
Yeah, man. It could have been something. But you know what? I feel like they did that based off of demographic and sales. Because
I'm not trying to
I don't think people would have been lining up to buy
I'm not trying to hear
big cat game. I don't know, bro.
We was just talking about this. We were just talking about
scared of something.
It's not about the casual audience. We know y'all make Madden every year. It's not about the fucking casual audience. It's about the hardcore niggas that's gonna be here once this shit inevitably collapse. Because that's what y'all on the verge of.
If you look
Why
at the
wouldn't you make that
though,
shit?
It might have been smart, because that last Marvel game flopped crazy. When you got the one where you got to play
enough money. Oh, they did make Avengers.
That Avengers game.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
That was doo-doo.
Exactly.
That was.
I'm just saying. To think about it, it could be riding that. It could have been riding that. I don't know. Maybe it was smart. That was bad. Yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna let that slide.
If y'all had any stocks on that one, you shouldn't have put them there.
They didn't make enough money at all to make a new game. I'm sorry.
I got a point about this topic.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people are gonna try to make this anti-black thing because
it already is.
The Blade movie got canceled, and now the Black Panther game's getting canceled. And why can't these black IP? A Thor game would have flopped too. No one was gonna buy a fucking Thor game. No one was going to play an Ant-Man game. Okay, it's just some characters that it just doesn't work for.
I'm gonna say this: fuck what you're talking about. All of those games would have succeeded, including the Black Panther game. Nigga, we need these single player experiences. No, because it's like I'm a real player. I play shit. I play single player narrative. That's how game is started. That's how it's gonna end. Yes,
I would have loved.
these.
I would have loved to see it, but from a business point of view, they got to make money. EA has to make money. I could see it being a flop. I don't care how popular Black Panther has become since the movie, since Ryan Coogler, Cooglered it up. I could see that being a commercial failure for EA. We don't even know what the budget was for that game.
No idea.
Here's the
we
thing.
don't know nothing.
Here's the thing about real art. Real art is never successful at first. Rarely. So over time, this game would have made stupid money. You know what I mean? Not right away. It's not a bunch of microtransaction shit. Not right away.
I gotta disagree with that one.
No, all of the best art. It's never shit until a nigga die.
Well, let me ask you this.
That is
what was that's not what was the game even gonna
I'm
be?
the definitive case here. Pack that shit
It was
up.
him and Captain America. Do we gotta bring up the trailer? Captain America.
Listen
Steve Rogers was in Wakanda with T'Challa daddy. They was in Germany. It was World War II, wasn't it? That's where the game took place. And they did some shit in Wakanda. So now the Black Panther is in fucking Germany, like, what up? And Cap like, hey, nigga, you ain't gonna be America over here. You need to chill the fuck out, Wakanda. Like, he's like, you make me chill the fuck out. Would you make me? You know what I mean? Type shit. It was ready to be that dynamic. It was ready to be a buddy cop movie. It was ready hit. That game was ready to be fired.
I'm glad you're saying all of that because look at this. The last time I saw a game in the gamer world that had this much talk about it, that it could have been ambitious and great was Anthem. It was gonna be Anthem 2. Let's talk about that. Black Panther would have been Anthem 2. It would have been Anthem all over again.
You don't even play single player games. You don't even know what it's like.
The game what was it?
You're casual.
Missions. You a
hardcore casual.
I'm gonna go free this outpost. Time to go liberate the Wakandans. I need to go save.
You thinking about Far Cry?
What was the game gonna be? Think about it.
It was gonna be action based, beating up Nazis as Black Panther and Captain America. Excuse me, Hydra, beating up Hydra. Like that shit was ready to fire. Man. What are you talking about?
Y'all let us know how y'all feel, man.
You act like EA ain't make Jedi Survivor.
I don't give a damn.
Jedi Survivor's fire. They just had to incorporate that into Black Panther.
First of all, you can hit and you can miss. I don't give a damn.
This one's gonna be a miss. All right.
I got something more important.
I'm upset about it. What else you got?
I feel you. Now for my anime fans, and I guess for my Meg Thee Stallion fans, wherever y'all are, if y'all are out there.
Hey, I'm a hottie.
You know what I'm saying? We got her producing or helping with the production of an anime. Meg Thee Stallion says a new anime series produced by the Boondocks executive producer Carl Jones is coming to Amazon Prime Video. And I quote, "You ain't never seen an anime like this ever in your life."
That's what she said?
She gonna be on it somehow. She gonna have something to do with it. Clap it up one time for, you know what I'm saying?
Black excellence, bro. Black excellence.
Are we clapping our hands? Are we clapping our hands?
We have to support everybody, though.
Are we clapping our hands? What are we clapping? Is it hands or is it feet?
Are y'all under the impression this show isn't going to be peak fiction?
Can't even.
Are y'all assuming that this is not going to be a great show?
You think it's not going to be fantastic?
Like I got nothing but faith in this, brother.
I promise you this. I am beyond tired of people that like something and getting money and thinking I can be a part of it now. I got money. I like it. I could do it too. I could just do it. I mean, I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna get some help.
I'm gonna get it done. I can do that too.
I'm gonna ask for help. Where the Boondocks at? I'm gonna ask for help. I'm gonna do it. I cosplay every day. I love cosplay. I was just Todoroki. You seen that? I was Froppy.
I can cosplay. I can make a show.
I can cosplay. I can make a show.
Here's the thing, though.
It's gonna be a main character. It's gonna be some side characters. Ooh, it's gonna be a dad that's missing. Ooh, it's gonna be a plot. Oh my god.
How involved is she? That's what I want to know. Like, is she writing this?
I didn't have no faith.
Or is she just gonna be a character?
No faith in her.
It's her because it's her anime, right? That's how they market it. Like, it's her anime.
He said
how you market
it. She said it's hers.
It's hers. She put her name on it.
So it's like
she put name and face on it.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what it's about.
I disagree with Mr. Ain't going on one aspect of his argument. You know, when people get money and they go, "Oh, I've always liked this thing. I want to do this." I don't necessarily have an issue with that per se, but some people you can just kind of tell have like that creative bone. Motive. Not even ulterior motive. Like they just have that creative bone in their bodies. Like when Andre 3000 did Class of 3000, it felt like an Andre 3000 cartoon. It made sense. It was.
I can agree with that. I really feel that.
The music influences were heavy. It was. You could watch that and understand, one, why he would make a show like that, and two, it's what's expected of him, if that makes sense. So if you hear Andre 3000 cartoon, Class of 3000 is the aesthetic that I would expect from that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I like that.
Megan doesn't have anything musically, which is what she's known for. She doesn't have anything that's creative to the point where I want to watch an anime from her.
You don't want to see a twerk competition in the anime. That's what you're saying, nigga. It's your month, nigga. It's your month.
I can't write her off. But if someone like Kendrick Lamar was saying, hey, I'm making a movie, and you see what he does with his music, and you know how that may translate into a movie, as opposed to Megan saying, I'm going to make an anime. And it's like, other than being a fan of anime, I don't see the appeal of you attaching your name to it.
It's gonna be a twerk competition. They gotta win it to save her mom life, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? This shit is gonna be peak.
That time I got reincarnated as one of the sexy red friends.
That time I got reincarnated
as the left. Though, y'all already know.
As a rich nigga.
This ain't for us. This ain't our anime.
Okay.
And y'all know who it's for, right?
Who is it for, Dub?
Tell us who it's for, Dub.
Say it in context. You don't wild out. Don't wild out.
Say it with
just like She-Hulk was for women. This is for women in the same aspect. I fucked with it too.
Yeah, She-Hulk went bad.
Well, like,
She-Hulk was bad.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
We're not her targeted audience. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at.
Can we at least see a trailer?
I don't mind not being the audience, but who is the audience? For real?
Make whatever you
want. Niggas that was at that BlurredCon panel. That's who the audience is.
That's who the audience is.
I'm saying make it if you want to make it. Right? I don't care what it is. Right? Make it if you want to make it. But this is like I said, this is nothing against Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just not, I don't care. Nothing that she has done has made me think this is something for me to look forward to. And that goes for a lot. I know a lot of artists that talk about anime and watch anime that I wouldn't check for them to make an anime. If Chris Brown was like, I'm making an anime, I wouldn't care.
That's just fact.
That's fact. I'm gonna talk about that so bad too if he decided.
And listen,
no, bro.
Chris Brown is gifted. Chris Brown is an artist. He's gifted. I don't give a shit, bro.
I don't care. I didn't ask.
Don't care.
Where are the askers?
But this is like her lane
plus L plus ratio.
Like I'm making a comic book. I don't care. I'm sorry. Look, I like you. I like you as a rapper. I like RZA. I don't watch RZA's movies. They're not that good.
His new one look good though, coming out. Y'all seen that?
We always say
that, don't it?
This one look good. This one look good.
Hey, hold on. This look kind of good. RZA might be on. No, wait. The Wu-Tang show is absolutely undebatably fire.
I did like the Wu-Tang show. I did really enjoy that.
And his new one really does look good.
If T-Pain cannot be out here race car drifting, we should give her the same.
Okay, so
T-Pain, you know what I'm saying?
T-Pain was like, I got an anime coming out.
I believe in that. Actually, T-Pain, I actually would believe.
I believe.
Okay, what's the difference? But what's the difference between T-Pain and a Megan Thee Stallion?
T-Pain just got more. He's just more involved in community. He literally Twitch stream.
A creative bone.
Yeah, he literally be on Twitch and shit.
That nigga look like the Jester, the Jolly Jester all the time. He dresses like the Mad Hatter.
Not only does T-Pain yo, shut up. Not only does T-Pain exude creativity, he exudes artistic integrity.
True.
He always talks about it. He's someone who says, yo, I want it to be this way, I'm making it this way. And if it flops, it flops. I don't give a shit. This is what I want to make. Right?
That's
I just haven't gotten that vibe from what I've heard from Megan. I'm not a fan of her music personally, but I don't hate her. You know what I mean?
All I can say about it, please, let's just see a trailer. Can we get any details before we hate on it?
I'm gonna need to see a plot or something, man.
To make me, to make me
if it's a shonen, I might give it a chance. That's all.
We'll see. Of course it is.
I'm gonna move us off of that, man, because
let's keep moving. Move forward.
Check this out. We got Dave Filoni is reportedly a top candidate to co-run Star Wars after Kathleen Kennedy leaves. Thank God she's leaving. Current thinking is he'd co-head Lucasfilm with exec Carrie Beck.
Yeah.
Now we got some talk about that.
Oh,
some people are worried that he's too steeped in Star Wars lore, risking the brand losing broader audiences. Someone said he's not the Andor guy, he's the Ahsoka guy. Y'all don't know what that means. Basically, they're saying that he's not the guy that made this show. He's the guy that made. I know that was a lot of context, right? You're welcome.
Okay, so he made the other show, not this show.
Check this out.
Andor, people like Andor more than Ahsoka. Am I tripping?
I like the Ahsoka.
No, that's I think
point. Andor is pretty fucking good though. Andor is really good. It's literally
Andor
like
is almost like untouchable right now with current standards. And honestly, Ahsoka's not bad, but Ahsoka's not good. Like Ahsoka's not what we wanted, but Ahsoka's what because it's good enough. There's plenty of scenes I love from Ahsoka, but Andor overall is a great experience.
The thing about Andor is it's good if you don't even like Star Wars. It's not heavy in the lore. It's just a good fucking show. Like it's crime feeling. It's just in another world. You know what I mean? It's really good
I think that's the main point of that.
That's the main thing.
That's why he running shit.
Andor pulls in people that don't give a. Andor pulls in people that don't even know what Andor is. Where's Andor? They're like, I don't. What planet is that? They don't even know it's a planet.
It's over there somewhere.
But
it's a galaxy far away.
Ahsoka was for people that were invested in the Clone Wars.
Exactly.
Invested into Anakin.
Exactly.
Invested into the aftermath of Ahsoka Tano. So here's the thing. Here's a discussion right here. Because we're talking about target audiences, and they're saying that he's too steeped in Star Wars lore to keep a broad audience.
Disagree.
I disagree because there's people that left Star Wars because of the Disney shit. I'm sorry, the Disney stuff. They might come back because they see because they see somebody that's like, oh, this Dave Filoni guy he was a part of it before. I might come see these movies again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a great take. Here's my personal opinion about someone too steeped in the lore. He could end up making something that will make sense to 17 people, and 100 people don't know what the hell they watch. And those numbers are drastic and dramatic. I'm just saying that when you're a real lore buff, you're gonna put in a specific thing, a specific aspect, specific scene. It's gonna be dialogue. It's gonna be scenes. It's gonna be probably even planets themselves that you have to have read Darth Vader Legends comics. You have to know who certain people are. You have to know what happened in 550 BBY on Hoth to even be able to. Oh, that's that place where stuff like that can turn off people and make it a smaller audience.
I see what
but there's two sides to that. There's two sides to that though.
Yeah,
because you can pull in people like that, so you can pull them in and be like, yo, I'm curious as hell now because I don't know nothing about this, and the other fans love it. That can make them curious. But then you have those guys that's like, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know who that is. Who are these people? And this must be for the tryhards, and it's always a divide because the fans can't just have a conversation. It's never really the director's fault, it comes down to the fans discussing it and how they feel about it. And with Star Wars, the fan base can be so polarizingly toxic where it's like some nigga's gonna say, oh, you should have been there in 1982 comic. But what are you gonna do with that? Come on, what are you supposed to do?
I feel what you said, bro, but it's like that could just be Easter egg. Like the overall plot has to make sense regardless. And I think
it'll make sense.
Yeah, so it's the rest of it is just Easter eggs. It doesn't really matter how a broad audience interprets it. That's for the hardcore audience to know, like, oh, the reason he picked that phone up type shit. That is that's just for the hardcore audience. It shouldn't change the story, especially when this man has made again Andor, which you have to know nothing about Star Wars to enjoy thoroughly. And there's plenty of Easter eggs I'm sure I can't point out, but it's just a good fucking show. So he's made a good fucking show based on Star Wars. He can continue to do that. It shouldn't be
real quick before your question, Sazone. I'm gonna steal your point that you made earlier when you were talking about Ultron. This is a perspective for something like this because Sazone, you said you'll never be able to see Ultron's actual origin story in a live setting because they already released him and they changed it. So it's like with the Age of Ultron movie, when it came out, I'm sure you and other comic fans felt like, what the hell is this? Oh well, I'll watch it, I guess. Let's see where it goes or whatever. But
why was
the thing
it
about the
goofy?
Age of Ultron movie, the thing about that movie though, is that the way that the MCU turned out, that movie is like in the top 5 of the damn MCU's run for a lot of people. For a lot of people, I'm not saying definitively. People love the Age of Ultron film in hindsight, but
them people are stupid.
Comic fans couldn't stand what they had to watch at that time.
Stupid
so the
people.
audience is there and it's broad. So you know.
Here's where the movie was stupid. My bad. Go ahead. This your question. Say something.
Here's a question, because it's obviously this is a topic that comes up whenever there's a deep, rich source material. Marvel Comics, Star Wars comics, and other forms of media that have existed for decades obviously run deep. They have a dedicated fan base, and for good reason, because the content was good. So I think that's important when people bring up not adapting the source material accurately is, oh, this isn't good enough for the masses. My question is there a modern example of something being adapted properly, like close to a 1-to-1 ratio, and it just not translating well? Like, it just doesn't do well because the casual audience can't buy into it. So like the example I referenced, which is kind of dated, was the Daredevil movie. With the exception of a few liberties,
shit can be too comic accurate. That's a good point.
Yeah, the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie was one of the most comic accurate movies, Marvel movies, period. And people hated it.
We can argue this as well, though. The audience wasn't there. That's coming straight off of Blade. The audience we have now it's MCU. Now niggas are aware how comics get crazy. It's like, oh, it's a comic movie, I might check that out. Anything involved with Marvel, niggas is like, oh, I'm gonna watch it. So that wasn't there at the time. It was just Blade and what we had. Ghost Rider, I think. After Daredevil. It was immediately Daredevil after that.
We had the X-Men movies.
Well, hold on. I don't like that being a point.
We had X-Men and we had a Spider-Man.
Hold on, let me just
I feel like that point of reference is whack to say what you said, Trey. I'm not refuting you. But you're not wrong about people. You're not wrong about people having more of a tolerance and more of a likability towards Marvel now. But
superhero movies in general, that shit was very cliche. It was very unartistic to be a movie about superheroes. We got to remember that.
Isn't it disingenuous for the fan base to have these conversations if back then they read the comics and didn't like the damn 1-to-1 movie of the comic? How can you even do that? What do you even mean by that? If you were there to read the comics and then they make a movie that's the most accurate, in y'all opinion, the most accurate comic accurate movie that they could have ever made, how would you even read that comic and then say, oh, this movie sucks? That's just can the fans be pleased at that point?
So
what side of the fan base are we talking about?
Because the movie flopped. It was a failure. So the idea is, okay, you have to make something that's appealing to both casual audiences and the core fan base, but it also has to be a commercial success.
Always.
So that's the balancing act. So Daredevil allegedly flopped. I don't have the numbers. That's just a consensus. And it was considered a bad movie.
But somehow they still dropped Elektra after that.
Which was even worse.
That shit was real bad.
Yeah, they was pulling money out of that.
Real quick, just to elaborate. Okay, so it was Blade, then it was X-Men, the first one, then Daredevil came out. So those are really the only three in that generation. Those are the only three comic book movies that really came out Marvel-wise.
Daredevil predates the first Spider-Man?
I think so. Yeah, that came out
2002. 2002.
Okay, so it was Spider-Man too. So yeah, coming off of that.
I thought. That's what I thought it looked like. Spider-Man.
Let me see that first Spider-Man movie.
And X-Men, and then you have the Daredevil.
Yeah,
I was 4 years old, bro.
So out of all of those, real talk, Spider-Man was the only decent movie. As far as movies go. As far as actual film.
You might be right.
X-Men, Blade, and Daredevil, as far as movies go. That's what they focusing on so hard now. Trying to make movies.
Was it a
Still
good
not working
movie?
at it. But back then it definitely wasn't working like that. So they're just not good movies. We gotta think about the time. This is a time comic movies were considered passe. What's the word? I don't know, but it's just like we were still going to movies. Yeah, faux pas. We were still going to see films, not franchises. And that's the problem now. Everybody's want a franchise. I just seen Sinners. Oh, it got to be 3 more movies. No, nigga. Enjoy the art for what it was.
Enjoy the art, and that's it.
And that's what we have lost. That's why shit didn't do good back then.
Yeah.
Because niggas were still had attention spans. They didn't have TikTok money. They want no brain rot. Motherfuckers wanted to sit down and enjoy a body of art. And that's what's lost nowadays. And what was the point?
The point was
take it from me, Sazon. You had it.
The point was whether or not true, like, core audiences, the core fans that supported the original forms of media, i.e. comic books, if they're worth adapting something for. If they're worth, is it worth it to go into deep Star Wars lore and talk about other Sith Lords besides Darth Vader?
Absolutely.
And Darth Maul.
At this point, it definitely is.
Or is it too niche? Is it going to drive other people away because Star Wars has already been a movie franchise for 30 plus years, and I don't want to learn who all these new guys are. I did lightsaber fights.
That's what people are waiting for. In my
exactly.
As probably the only resident actual Star Wars geek.
You want more Sith. You want more Jedi.
I want
take it back to the past.
There's so much Sith lore that hasn't been explored.
I don't even care. This is the best time to do it because the last 3 movies in the trilogy, the new continuity, horrible, dog water, terrible, awful. And people don't want nothing to do with Palpatine or Darth Vader anymore because of those last 3 movies. Rey was a Mary Sue. Kylo Ren was all right if you could close one of your eyes and hop on one leg. They hoed John Boyega for no reason. They plastered him all over the covers of his lightsaber just to have him use a gun and then get dogged at the end. And then Palpatine returned. I don't care about nothing in the trilogy anymore at that point. Go back to KOTOR. Go back to wherever you want to go.
We done with Skywalker. That's enough.
That's why I'm happy about the Maul TV show. The Darth Maul TV show gonna be fired too for that same reason. Just go backwards because y'all can't go forward this back up here.
It's a lot of history.
Y'all making nonsense.
It's a lot of history we're not seeing. It's a lot of Sith Lords we're not seeing. We want to go back.
I don't know because I think it should be more flushed out. And I think that's been the problem for a while. There's so many characters that need to be flushed out.
There's worlds like the world of the dark Jedi that hadn't become Sith Lords yet, that hadn't even spread out. There's
you want to know why people love the Clone Wars TV show that came out on Cartoon Network?
Why?
Because they fleshed out the Clone Wars, nigga, and put more content in it from the past. They didn't just say this is what happened right now and it's all about this. They put actual lore and brought it up to make Anakin's chosen one seem way more dramatic and way more serious than what it was. Anakin was the bridge between the literal light side manifestation and the dark side manifestation. That boy, like the whole point of Star Wars, as it's been told in the trilogy, is for Anakin to be Star Wars Jesus. Well, the Clone Wars made it very obvious that he is indeed Star Wars Jesus. That's how it was very good on that aspect. That's why it did great. So yeah, definitely not fleshed out enough, but also just go back because the new stuff, we've seen it. We get Darth Vader, we get it. Big mecha suit, big saber go burr, we got it. It's other
just
people.
So much content in the Old Republic, before the Old Republic, and we gotta see it. We need to see that, bro. You're talking about a society of real. We want more lightsabers at the end of the day. Me as a casual fan, give me more lightsabers. I saw in the prequel series. I need all those fucking lightsabers, bro. That's what we want. Why the fuck are you not in the past where it was all lightsabers? Stupid. That's what my casual ass want to see.
You know what I'm saying?
Big sword go.
Man.
Laser
Let me
sword
move us
go.
off of that, man. This is the last piece of news I'm gonna cover. We're gonna get into these topics, man. We got Kaiju number 8 ending in 2 chapters. Do y'all care about that?
That can't be it. That's not the last news. Nobody cares.
Come on.
Nobody cares. It's a good show. It's alright.
Come on.
It's alright. I ain't read the manga, but it's alright.
Kaiju number 8 came out during a wave of new mangaka putting their work out there and getting it to be successful. Cool. I mean, when this came out, it came out alongside some of our favorites. We had Hell's Paradise, we had Dan Da Dan, we had Spy Family starting out. We had My Hero getting its wave.
Congratulations, Kaiju! But
during the wave,
next Shonen Jump
was so good.
Next Shonen Jump issue, we also have 4 new series releasing in the next issue of Shonen Jump. I thought I put it in there. I might not have, but that's what we should be. All right, Kaiju number 8.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like Kaiju number 8 is fantastic. I like it. It's cool. Not fantastic, but it has significance to the industry because this series that y'all think is mid made it to 100-something chapters, and it's other stuff that's not getting past 30. So we get that's something to think about.
Other better stuff that's not making it past 30. So that's something to think about. Other way better stuff. And niggas can name. What's your favorite series that got canceled, Free? Oh, it was this intricate. Oh, the power system was this. And man. It won't no weird stuff. It was no fan service. And it was breast 24 episodes.
My
24
favorite
chapters.
series is still Hunter's Guild, the Red Hood. I wanted that. I really did want that.
I still remember my first. I'm not gonna keep bringing.
Better read Otter of the Flame.
You know what I'm saying?
Otter of the Flame.
Yeah.
How many chapters that's in right now? Say something.
It just started up.
Yeah, I think it's like
four chapters. Get attached to that one for sure, buddy. I'm sure it's doing great.
Let it get to 35 first, and then we'll talk.
Yeah,
I'm
sure it's doing great, brother.
Man. But sad for Kaiju fans, man. If y'all read the manga, y'all know it's great where it's at. It's not fantastic.
I wonder how they're gonna close it out, because it doesn't seem like it reached a point where it can end unless they're just gonna do like a rush ending like they did for others.
I'm glad you said that. So here's the thing with recent shonen manga that I've noticed. I read a lot of manga. I mainly read shonen because it's on the Shonen Jump. That's just what happens. A lot of seinen, whatever. Point is, right now, shonen manga have a thing where they build up something grand and make it spectacular, but they have a hard time closing the show. And it's been consistently done that way, in a way where they'll put you up on this pedestal of action, drama, thriller, character moments, and then you have to somehow drop off of it. It's not a slope downward. It's like you fall off a cliff, and now you have to just say goodbye to everything. And I know for a fact they're gonna do it again with Kaiju number 8, because where it's at right now with 2 chapters left, 2 chapters, and they're in a fight right now.
In the middle of a fight.
You can't do nothing but drop me off a cliff with this. It's the same thing they keep doing. They did it with Demon Slayer. I fell off a cliff. My Hero, I fell off a cliff. Whatever y'all want to name, they just dropped this off. And at this point, this is for the fans. Stop asking for the roller coaster to slow down. It's not gonna. You're gonna fall off. You know that already. You wanna ease off of it? Go read a seinen or read an actual book. You know that already.
Why does it have to be so abrupt? Why do these endings have to be so abrupt? Like,
you know why?
Hey, is it because they want to make the sequel series so quick?
Funding.
Money.
But it's like, if I'm doing good, I don't understand the point.
It used to be like this though. It didn't used to just be abrupt. Oh, that's it. That's it. Like you had some
bringing money.
Weight.
Yep.
I want you to continue reading my book, so let me make it so you have to get the next one, or else you won't find out what happened in this last situation, and you're gonna forever be left on that cliff. Also, hanging.
Speaking of My Hero, I wasn't a fan of the ending for obvious reasons, but I was less of a fan of what he did, where he revisited and said, "Oh, this is the actual ending. This is the new hero rankings," and like that's what the ending is for. That's what you should have done the first time. Going back and being like, "Oh, and Deku's ranked 4, and then Bakugo gets inspired because Deku's a hero." That's stupid. That should have been in the actual manga.
That should have been there in the first place.
Do you know how many fans didn't receive that because they're not on social media. They just buy the fucking books and go home and read them, and then that's it.
I'm sure it's somebody in Japan.
That's disingenuous to me. I don't like when creators do that.
It is disingenuous. You know why? Because we have the internet now, and these creators are literally on Twitter, and I guarantee you, the same thing that happened with Aoyama with Attack on Titan is what happened with Horikoshi. He sees the reviews and he's like, "Oh God, let me get my hold on, I forgot." No, it's too late. You don't get to. No, you forgot. You caught. So that's it. Deku's whacked. He's washed. That's how you ended it. Ain't no going back and making him good again. You watched him. Yeah, put the fries in the bag. That's what you want him to do.
But seriously, why though? Why are so many series getting rushed to the ending?
No, so you want to know why?
What is the real reason behind that?
This is what I've noticed. Okay, I'm not gonna act like I have the reason because I don't. But this is what I've noticed.
Yeah,
I've noticed that
allegedly
these series that keep doing it are action oriented and action paced. So when they feed you nothing but high octane, they're giving you a rush over and over. They don't have nothing else they can write because they've been writing fights. You gotta think about it. These stories have been the ones that fall off like this. They just keep writing fights. Have you seen the author during this story write a damn mundane moment? Because he probably hasn't the whole time. He probably wrote some quiet moments, but they weren't mundane as it to end off a series that he built up. So he doesn't freaking know how. He just kept giving us punch, kick, and big power. He don't know how to write soft ending to a story.
I mean, didn't he write something before that?
It don't matter.
Yeah,
it ended the same
it's
way.
called Mundane Life.
This was
it ended the same way. The last stuff they wrote. And here's another thing too, guys. Most of these new authors that are getting these series, this is their first or second time writing something, and they just happen to get lucky and the fans loved it. They're not skilled and they're not skilled. They're not learning from their predecessors in the way that they get the craft and they want to build off of. They're like, yo, I have an idea too. I also have an idea, and then they just happen to make money. So it's like, what do you want them to do? Look what happened with Gege. He didn't know what to do. The nigga was asking for a professor to help him do math for his series. He was like,
that was early.
That was early, but he never stopped being that Gege. You saw how it ended.
He should have asked. He should have asked the man with the chains and the
man with the
chains.
The man with the chains don't know where to take it no more. The man with the chains don't know where he's going right now.
Like, look, Gege, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know.
It's okay though, because he can. But the difference is Fujimoto can write the chapter to chapter and make us think that he's doing something. At least we can't tell.
All this shit talking. Watch Chainsaw Man end so terribly. It already ended. It was most people.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Most people would say it's already over.
I also wouldn't be surprised if Chainsaw ended with 50 chapters of no fighting. Like the last 50 chapters have no conflict in it.
Somber,
like that's something that
is just dingy.
He would
living a dingy life.
When the transition happened, I think I checked like 5 because I binged it. I think I checked like 5 times. Like, am I reading the right fucking shit? Like,
the shit. I cannot believe he made me give a fuck about Asa at the end of it, though. It took like 30 chapters, but I actually give a fuck now about it.
So it works well. That's why the non-conflict storytelling is necessary, even in an action series.
He benefits a lot. He benefits a lot off. I talk about this all the time. Visual storytelling. Like, you might flip through 8 pages and it's all pictures. But you're getting the story. Yeah. So he does a lot with less words. A picture worth 1,000 words.
And that's why I bring him up, because Chainsaw Man's a perfect melodrama where you can get a sense of you're just enjoying what you're reading, period.
Exactly.
But I think Chainsaw Man, I think the difference between something like Chainsaw Man and like a JJK is that the action in Chainsaw Man is secondary to the story he wants to tell.
It really is.
Like there's action in it, but it's not an action-oriented series. I kind of feel that same way about One Piece, where One Piece is an adventure story, and they just happen to have action in the adventure story.
Sometimes they gotta fight in the adventure.
yeah, but it's merely an adventure. So it's not. I don't think it's going to end with big fight, fall off cliff. I think it's going to end with here's all these mysteries getting solved, big adventure, and whatever the ending for an adventure is. But it's not going to be large scale war fight, and then that's 2 chapters to wrap up. Luffy is a pirate king. Adios, everyone. See you later.
After 40 years, yeah, it's got to be something better than that. It's not just gonna be big fight for certain. Big fight is secondary, second to last. Sorry.
But so check this out. We got something to discuss. Once again, we have a interesting social media image, and people want these images to be debunked so bad. So here we are, because I love it. We have a picture of an old gen versus we got the Mount Rushmore. People love making Mount Rushmore as if they know it. They don't even know what Mount Rushmore is supposed to mean, but whatever. We have an old gen with Sasuke Aizen, Frieza, Doflamingo, and Madara on one. The new gen is Lucius, Sukuna, Muzan, and Makima.
Oh man.
Now, here's the thing, people. Do y'all know what the hell new gen means?
As far as
I have no idea.
Let me drop some knowledge. Okay, human society wise, it's 20 years. Technology wise, 4 years.
Okay.
Media wise, next year that shit is not new no more.
Question mark.
But it's question mark. It's question mark now.
Yo.
But no, nigga, you can't be. First of all, Sukuna's story is over, nigga. It's done. How's that? Michael Jackson's story is done. It's over.
It don't matter if it was. I wouldn't care if it was still going or not. These are not people to place on Mount Rushmore.
This doesn't make about them being on Mount Rushmore.
It's that and the new gen. I'm
arguing about the niggas being new. Hell, I don't. Why the fuck is Frieza next to Doflamingo? Them niggas got 20 years of separation.
They got 20 years exactly. Dragon Ball and bro, Frieza and Doflamingo. What are y'all talking about?
It's 300 other shonen anime that dropped in between those two villains exist.
And on old gen, Shao Tucker need to be up there because he ain't the evilest nigga I've ever seen in my life.
He doesn't watch anime, people. No.
He doesn't watch anime. Shout out Shao Tucker being an evil nigga. You put him somewhere. You put him in a middle-aged gen. That's what you would do with Shao Tucker.
Middle-aged gen. All them niggas is middle-aged. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. All them niggas is a middle gen.
Everybody is a teenager in this picture, at least.
Bro.
Everybody introduction is teenage.
Does anyone in this picture even have any age on them? Besides Aizen, we can't count him because that's dumb. I'm hundreds of years. Shut up, nigga. That's just a lolly excuse for other anime genres.
The thing, it wouldn't be that crazy if it wasn't like in black and white, because now it's assuming like it's manga form on top of that. It's not anime.
And that makes it even more dumb. Stop making Mount Rushmore picks. Y'all don't know what Mount Rushmore was supposed to mean. Y'all don't watch nothing.
These are the greatest, most iconic. They're the face of anime. You're basically saying these are the new faces of anime villains.
These 8 niggas is all y'all know, and I guarantee you that.
Pretty much.
Y'all don't know nobody else. All y'all missing.
Far too many villains.
All y'all mixing. Listen, the average fan is missing one thing from this image, and it's a damn Death Note beside something. That's all that's missing.
Where's Death Note?
Can I make a?
Oh no, nothing.
Can I make a statement?
Please make it.
This is probably the least controversial thing about this Mount Rushmore, but anybody else feel like Dofi is out of place? Like he's not the main One Piece villain.
Why would it be Dofi?
I like him. I love Dofi.
But excluding
Lucci
real quick, excluding Kaido. And I would say Lucci too, excluding those two. I'm going Arlong.
Yo,
I'm going Arlong. I'll put Arlong before
Lucci, games. I'm not.
I'll take it a step.
Listen,
I'll take it a step further.
Arlong,
you can do NL.
I'll take it a step further.
What you got?
Where is Don Krieg?
That's controversial.
Crazy.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. But I love Sanji.
Yo, where is Griffith, nigga? I'm playing.
Now that would be really old.
Listen,
Berserk won't never that popular.
That's actually an old gen villain.
That is an old gen
It
villain.
is, but Berserk won't that
It's a
popular.
literal old gen villain.
Berserk won't that popular back then, bro. Y'all niggas just sprung up.
It wasn't.
And a decade ago. Y'all just sprung up a decade ago, bro. You Berserk fans. We don't know you. We never heard of you.
We don't know.
I didn't see Berserk until 06. I didn't see none of Berserk. I didn't even hear about it.
I ain't see it. I got it wrong. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what I mean? And I won't watching it. I really ain't see it till like 2013.
You dig?
Like,
but man,
y'all lying. I don't want to hear it. Y'all liar.
Right next to this, we have a picture. Dude said my top 4 new gen MCs. This is my favorite thing about this picture. He put Asta, then he put Eren Yeager. Then what? I forgot. What's Fire Force boy's name? How I forget his man's name? Shinra. Shinra. Yeah. And then he put Chihiro. This is what's funny.
Eren Yeager.
You put new gen with one new character. What are you talking about?
Listen,
again, if we keep in the manga, Eren Yeager came out in like 2010.
Let me explain what's funny about this.
It's only one new gen.
2 series have ended, and one of these series isn't.
Hold on, you breaking up, bro? What you said? Hold on, you breaking up, bro? What you said? 2 of these series is ended, and they new gen MCs. Somebody explain that to me in great detail. In great detail.
Yo, so not run that back.
He working on technical difficulty. So again, Eren Yeager. When did Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan came out anime form in 2009.
Oh, the anime came out in 2009.
Yeah, listen,
I always thought that was the manga.
This is the thing. Okay, people have this problem because they don't read no manga. These manga series be old. Yeah, the anime be late. These aren't new gen.
All right, I'm back. I think. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. Yep.
My point was, two of these series have already ended. Fire Force and Attack on Titan both ended, and Kagurabachi doesn't even have an anime yet. So you're comparing something that's not even anime. It's not even animated at all. Like they're in the same class with something that is done. That shit is finished.
It clearly showed this is all you fucking know, nigga. This is
you might as well put Gon on that list. Put Gon on the list.
Technically, it's not over. It's not over. Listen, when they finish Hunter x Hunter, Gon will be in new gen MC list.
He will be.
He will be.
Yeah.
When we get more animation, niggas not even gonna watch that Hunter x Hunter that just came out. When they start the Dark Continent and shit,
it's not getting finished.
They ain't gonna put that going in there. They ain't even see the original.
What you mean?
Not even the original.
They
ain't see the last.
When my grandchild finishes Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, those are gonna be the best new gen.
The One Piece remake? They gonna be calling the One Piece remake.
Will we discover the One Piece in 20 years? Come on, man.
It's gonna be a Luffy in 2032 is gonna be best new gen MC. Mark my words.
Best new gen
2032. Luffy will be best new gen MC.
Luffy on his LeBron James shit right now. Okay?
Real talk, been
the new gen face for 20 plus years. Okay, he's that guy.
Funny it is. You know how hilarious it is to have the same little goofy nigga with a big smile on the front cover of Shonen Jump magazines next to revolving new niggas that keep disappearing, falling off. New faces come in. It's the same Luffy.
We gotta have a rule. It's gotta be a set rule. I'm gonna set it right now. You have exactly 4 years to be new. I think that's the problem. Us as a community, the anime community, we gotta get, for real, it's 3. 4 is like you pushing it. But
yeah, once
3 years to be a new gen. We gonna say anime on top of that. For your anime to be 3 years old.
I don't know.
We're gonna say 3 seasons. We're gonna say 3 seasons.
No, 2 seasons. I was gonna say it has to be 2 seasons.
No, we're gonna say 3.
2 seasons. Because the first season is your come out. The second season is your sophomore year. You're no longer new. Like you're a freshman in school.
So you gotta be a senior that first year. When you a senior, you're not new no more.
Well, here's the big problem.
Solo leveling is still I would consider Solo Leveling the anime new.
Yeah, the anime
2 seasons out. Next season,
sophomore.
that shit is not new no more. When season 3 drops, it is not new anymore.
Those 2 years, you're a junior and then you're a senior. You're a junior and senior. Y'all right. You got 2 seasons. Because this getting ridiculous.
Before you 3 fans get in the comments.
Because this picture is fucking ridiculous. This picture is stupid.
What about One Punch Man has 2 seasons? Okay, that was, you got 2 years and or 2 seasons.
Yep.
Before your
all right,
3 years and or 2 seasons.
Here's the new rule. You got 4 years and 2 seasons. 4 years. You got 2 seasons to come out in 4 years. We got to come up with some rules, people. This is ridiculous.
This is why I can't stand this, though. Truthfully, and I'm gonna use the most extreme example I have that I can even think of. The Vinland Saga manga started in 2005.
Okay.
That's the entire statement. That's the entire statement. The Vinland Saga manga started in 2005.
That's it, bro. The anime just came out.
That's all I have to say. It aired the first chapter in 2005. I have nothing else to say.
Okay, but who's a better new gen MC is what I'm asking.
Who's a better? It's obviously it's what's his name? Shinra, because he hot feet, fire hot. It go burn real good. Come on, come on, man. That's Thorfinn being people's favorite. I've seen my favorite current gen. Thorfinn, nigga wrote him when you were in 4th grade. What, bro? What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're saying. God, it's so stupid.
No, Vinland Saga starting before the Carter 3 came out is actually that's a wild lore drop.
Is that not insane? It's been a monthly manga the entire time, with hiatuses in between at various points. So you're only getting 12 chapters a year, and he taking breaks. I don't know why he acting like that.
That's one of those Martin Luther King and Anne Frank were born in the same year type.
Crazy facts.
College dropout.
So long
Vinland Saga. College Dropout and Vinland Saga started in the same year. They both dropped the same year.
That's crazy.
How time moves forward.
You think you're listening to College Dropout and reading Vinland Saga? What type of life is that?
Hey, listen, College Dropout, the best new album for real.
Hold on, to be fair, that was somebody's life. I don't know who you is out there. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but you had a hell of a life, my boy.
Yeah. Best new rappers, Kanye West, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Gucci Mane. Wayne still had black dreadlocks with the ponytail and the rubber band with the white tee.
J. Cole and Kendrick, they really the best new rappers.
Yeah, J. Cole and Kendrick, the only new rappers that's
talking about stuff.
That's it.
New music. Both them niggas been making
music for 20 years.
Them motherfuckers got 9 albums. They're not new.
I think not new anymore. That's the thing, though. That's the thing right there, because that's only one medium. God. Motherfuckers have to read and watch. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like we can give you some leeway on that. We can give you, if we talking anime, that's different from talking manga. You know what I mean? But anime wise, y'all still be stinking it up.
Because artists, it's very similar. Because artists,
everybody don't read. Niggas can't read, bro. Attention spans is going like this since ever.
Artists have a career before they have a hit, and people just start monitoring their career after the hit. So for instance,
the anime, that's the hit.
So for instance, Steve Lacy.
Yes.
Some people are like, Steve Lacy is a great new artist. No, he isn't.
No,
Steve
he's not.
Lacy has been making music for a very long time.
How long?
Time.
Okay. He's been producing music for a very long time. You didn't know about him until
Lacy was with.
I wish I knew he was an artist.
He was with Odyssey. That man was on Murder Squad.
Nobody cares.
He's an old artist.
Oh shit, was he?
Yeah, you sure?
Yes, bro.
What episode?
He was on All the Future. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I don't remember that.
It's crazy.
I ain't see him on the OFT freestyle. If you want on that, you want in Odd Future, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, he wasn't like one of them.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, if you want on the OF freestyle.
Come on now.
You want on oldie?
Yeah,
you want on oldie.
If you want on oldie, you want in Odd Future, as far as I'm concerned.
You dig? Let me close this out with this right here, folks. I want y'all to shout out y'all favorite or least favorite media of the year so far. We're at the halfway point of 2025. What did y'all hate?
Let me spark this off. Let me spark this off. Can I do it?
Do it.
Go ahead. Do that shit.
Hey, listen.
Do it to him.
My least favorite?
Sinners, nigga. I hated it.
That might be my favorite. Why would you? I don't know why would you say. Listen, if you don't like Sinners, I can understand an 8 out of 10. But if you gave it anything less than that, you're
just lying.
Have no attention span whatsoever.
You're just lying.
Whatsoever. I give it a 9. It's a soft 9, but I give it a 9. That's probably so far this year. That's probably my favorite. Sinners was very good, and it doesn't need to be franchised. It doesn't need a sequel. It doesn't need a prequel. It's a work of art. Appreciate it. Leave it the fuck alone.
Let it be.
All y'all got is franchise. Everything don't need a fucking timeline and a fucking a multiverse, nigga. Just let it be. It's a piece of art. It was made. The end, and that's what Coogler's trying to get away from. Leaving the MCU and shit like that.
Can I piggyback off that real quick?
Go ahead.
I just want to add something because I don't really have I didn't really love everything this year, but I did love. Sinners was great. Here's my thing about Sinners. A lot of you guys.
I teared up several times watching Sinners in the theater.
It was a good movie.
It was like 2
a lot of you
times
guys
I was like, oh shit.
You guys love the visuals. You guys love your blackness being shown in such a glorious way. Y'all loved
scene of the year. It has to have one of the scenes of the year. That music scene when they in the juke.
The music scene with the ancestors and whatnot. That was great. Listen, all of that stuff to me pales in comparison to Remick the character, and that's just me. I love a villain like that. That made the movie. Whatever else they did, I didn't care. That's really how I feel. Once you put a cool, good, and it's a vampire, I love vampires. That's just again. But you give me a villain like that, your movie can have all the flaws at once. That's a damn villain in there.
He was really Culture Vulture, the person personified.
Yes.
Like, what y'all doing in there? Oh, we got a little pick, pull, Robin, clean. We sang and danced too. We're alike, brother. We're alike. We go through the same struggles that you.
I hit my shoulder lean too. I can do a shoulder lean.
I don't want to go through the white folks when I got good black folks right here.
Closet right now. What you mean?
We're all the same. Nigga had a gang of niggas outside and some Asian people.
Couple of them. Enough for a mini mart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought the commentary was on the nose like the whole time, but niggas have no media literacy. So yeah. All of it was pretty on the nose.
Now.
For real.
That's a fact. I can't tell you how many times I heard it's just it's just dusk till dawn with black people. It's just dusk till dawn with black people. I kept seeing.
When did they buy a business in dusk till dawn, nigga?
Not trying to hear it.
I don't care.
How many Asian people was in the?
I don't care. Not trying to hear it.
It's successful on the vampire front. It's successful on the cultural storytelling. It's successful on the impact music has. It has. There's so many layers to Sinners that you don't even have to be a fan of. You don't have to be a black person to enjoy Sinners. You don't have to be a fan of vampire movies to enjoy Sinners. It's a very great film.
Exactly. And Dusk Till Dawn is pretty grindhousey. It's like, it's very...
It's Quentin Tarantino.
It's not even his film. That's Guillermo del Toro.
But it's
just in it.
Quentin Tarantino
just started.
It's adjacent.
I wouldn't even say that. Tarantino make better movies, nigga. He makes better movies. Stop doing that. Just stop comparing it, because this is actually a good movie. I love Dusk Till Dawn, but it's very, what's the word? Cult classic. That's what I want to call it. This is not a cult classic. Early. Sinners is not a cult classic. Sinners is a fucking masterpiece.
Sinners, yes.
Right now, it's just a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's not at all a niche film.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's enjoyable on every level. Anyone can go to the movies and enjoy Sinners. It's not at all a niche film. Yes, some people are going to relate to it more. Some people are going. It's going to hit harder for some audiences. Us, for example.
These ones.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's going to hit harder for us. But anybody can go in that theater and sit down and enjoy that movie.
I went the first day. It was plenty white people actually, and I walked out. I was like, "Hey, how you feel about that?" They said that was really good.
Michael B. Jordan.
That was really
White
good.
people love Michael B.
How y'all
Jordan.
feel about that? That was really good. That was really good.
What it is. All white people love Michael B. Jordan. It is what it is.
But the movie,
yeah, white people love Michael B. Jordan.
They ain't like Fruitvale Station. I can tell you that much.
Like
they ain't like Fruitvale Station. I can tell you that much.
Michael can't see the ending of the movie Jordan.
So
Michael die in every role.
Michael died in every role. Jordan. Michael don't stay alive. Jordan. Yeah, that one.
He stayed alive. And damn, hold on.
He died.
The only movies he stayed alive. The only movie he stayed alive in is the ones that he can't die, like Creed.
I mean, it's just Creed.
He said he had.
He died in The Wire too, didn't it?
Yes, he's the first kill, or he's like one of the first deaths in The Wire. But he's like, yo, I had to stop being in movies where I died because it was like making my mom depressed. He's like, my mom had to keep going to the movies and watching me die. Like, that shit was depressing.
Yo, that's horrible. that's horrible.
That is so fucked up.
Kind of whack.
He died in Hardball. He died in
Wait, did he die in Hardball? Was he baby? No, no, I don't think he died in Hardball.
Wait, did he die?
He was the gangster.
No, G Baby died in Hardball.
He got kicked off the team. He ain't died.
Okay,
I just want to play.
He died in.
My mom said it's gonna be okay. She changed my birth certificate. I just want to play.
He dies in The Wire.
Get out of here and go hang out with those thugs.
He dies in.
He killed G Baby. Low key.
Does he die in Chronicle?
Yes, he does die in Chronicle.
He dies in Chronicle.
He get killed by lightning. He gets struck by lightning. He flying talking to the evil nigga like, what the fuck is going on?
He gets beat up in every Creed movie. So it's just bad. It's just bad. His mom has to keep watching him get his ass whooped.
Creed the only
he just died. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Sinners, he died, got brought back to life. He died 3 times in Sinners.
Technically. That nigga technically died 3 times.
Killed 3 times in one movie.
Stop killing Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Stop
Michael B. dying.
Let Michael B. die.
Hey man, damn. I ain't think about that. That's funny as hell.
That nigga do be deceased. Michael do be deceased.
But yeah, that's gotta be obviously my favorite BD.
Does anyone have a least favorite? What was whack?
That Captain America movie was kind of whack, bro.
We gotta talk.
Like I said before, the last 5 minutes of the movie. Oh, here comes Red Hulk. Oh no,
Captain America. Oh, napkin, my napkin.
The Brainiac dude had a whole like 20-minute monologue. Oh I've been sprinkling gamma in this nigga blood for like however long.
This is the most important thing about this film to me, and I need you guys to hear me. I need the audience to hear this. They gave us 15 to 20 minutes of Harrison Ford Hulk getting the respect that Green Hulk never got to have. The scenes they gave him was the Hulk. Did he get nonsensed by Captain America a little bit because it wasn't his movie? But the scenes they gave him, the Hulkness of him, was what we've been asking for the past decade, and he got it in 20. And Green Hulk gets to be Taco Man with that fused into weakness. That's the part where I don't care what else happened. That right there is
we
like
got that Hulk. Come on, man. We got Avengers 1.
When's the last time?
We got Avengers 1.
That was 18 years ago, bro.
That was not. It was only like 12. It was only like 12 years ago.
When did we last get Hulk being in
Ragnarok? What are y'all talking about?
When did that come out?
He fought Big Dog.
2016. That was only 8 years ago, bro.
No way. Ragnarok was 2016.
Ragnarok was like 2017.
I don't even know.
Hold on, I'm googling now. Don't even worry about it.
Man.
Who cares when it came out?
The last 2017, nigga. That was only
the last time Hulk. First of all, the last time Hulk was himself and not fused into.
That was only 8 years ago.
The last time we saw the Hulk, before he became no longer the Hulk, was when Thanos beat the bark off of him and made him retire.
That was here's the thing. The MCU hates the Hulk, clearly, obviously.
Yeah.
Disrespectfully, he was in She-Hulk being a fucking weirdo too.
No.
And then his son just popped up like, oh, I got a son. When did you make this son?
She-Hulk had a Jeep that was strong. She had a strong Jeep.
No, he had a Jeep that was strong.
Strong
He
Jeep.
brought her to the little wasteland he was at, chilling.
He had a strong Jeep. The Jeep, he couldn't stop the Jeep from moving forward.
Because it was built for him. It was built for him to be in Hulk mode. It was built for Hulk. That's why he couldn't stop
so
it.
Stupid, man. It's so.
Stop playing with the Hulk, bro.
Listen, man. The Captain America film was bad. There's some good scenes in there. Falcon, yes. There's some cool scenes for Falcon. I think what they did with him in particular was cool. I'm not gonna call it good. It was cool as hell. It was cool.
Disagree.
It wasn't good, and I don't like it. But like him breaking the sound barrier, going in his suit, that's a cool scene. Him fighting the Hulk, period at all, that's a cool scene. He can't do that, and he shouldn't do. It's a cool scene to get. The movie's bad.
Exactly. When you talk about an MCU movie, you got to see how it connects to the main world. They brought up some stuff, but everything that really connects it to like the universe is just background filler garbage. They just mention it like, oh yeah, that thing's still in the sea. You remember Eternals? Anybody remember? That thing's still in the sea. Skip all that, whatever. We talking about what was they fighting? What was he? His boy. We had old Captain America, not old Captain, but the first Super Soldier. He was in there. So he's like fighting court cases. Yeah, Isaiah Bradley, or is it or something like that? But
it was Captain African America.
Captain African America.
You know what? Now that you say that, I got a whole nother problem with this movie. It's not even just this movie. It's movies in general. Can we please stop bringing in real world events in movies all the time? No. I'm not watching this movie to go outside and deal with real world events. Can I please watch a movie and stay in the movie?
No.
I understand that the world is messed up right now. I know. I understand the world is messed up right now. I'm not gonna say I don't. But I am so sick of y'all having bringing real world problems into every movie.
It's always like it's every
movie. No, it's every movie. Every movie we gotta have like a woke speech. It gotta be some type of woke. Like no, we don't. No, we don't. We stop this.
It's a comic book.
Every movie.
Find that shit out, nigga.
It's always every comic has been this way.
Nonsense.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
The fact you said
no, it's not.
It's everything I need to know.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We gotta live it. This shit's still real life. I don't need it in every movie. Some movies here and there,
always in every
fine.
Movie.
No.
You just
some
didn't
movies
pay
here and there.
attention to politics.
No, it wasn't.
Real world shit is always
it wasn't.
In movies. It might be more subtle.
No, it wasn't.
But it's always there.
Trey, stop. No, it wasn't. Sometimes movies was just movies, and that's what it was.
And we still have movies that are just
I understand that it's going.
Comics haven't been
going to be. Hold on. Sometimes I understand there's going to be some movies, but it shouldn't be every major film got some message in it that you need to adhere to. No, sometimes I want to go to the movies and escape real life. That's why we're watching this movie.
Social commentary has always been a part of any good fucking movie.
It's also
no, it hasn't.
It has always. Name a movie. It hasn't. Name them.
Every single
one. I'll tell you why it was a social commentary.
Every piece of art.
Every single piece of art
ever made
is a social commentary.
Some level of social commentary in it.
Yeah, it's inescapable.
Impossible. It's impossible for you to make something and not express what's happening in the world around you.
And I get that. But it's a difference between having it in there and beating you over the head with it.
Yeah, I get what he's
saying. All right, I can feel that.
The modern movies
that's valid. That's valid.
Like modern films putting social movements in the film is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, you're saying that he shouldn't have got the Black Lives Matter shield.
Yes,
when he fought the Red Hulk. I get what you're saying.
BLM.
I get what
that ended speech pissed me off. That ended speech pissed me off. That's what fucked me up.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like we don't need to do that all the time.
We need the real world events. We don't need he diddy me too. Don't put he diddy me too in my mark because I
shouldn't be watching Captain America and that nigga pull out 6 bottles of baby oil and then say, haha, you're not gonna catch me now. Like what are we doing?
And how is he getting How is he getting bodied by this bearded army dude? Bucky would have never got body slammed through anything by this big old.
Why is he
never took?
Why do you have baby oil? Why do you have baby oil with ketamine in it? And why is he knocked out on the floor over there? Like this was like, cut it out.
This would piss me off so much about the Falcon movie, right? I go to see Thunderbolts, not even a month later, right? Bro. And not an ounce of that love that they put in that movie was put in Captain America. They didn't give a fuck about Falcon, bro. They didn't give a fuck about that, and it's painfully clear when you watch Thunderbolts, bro. That shit.
Did Ryan Coogler do?
He ain't have nothing to do with nothing. Leave him alone. Let him make a real movie. Let him make his art, bro.
That's because nobody cared because his real name is Clarence, and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. That's why.
Is Ryan Coogler the father of all black people?
Can we tap Ryan Coogler for Blackness movie, please?
That's going to be it, folks. Thank you for coming to another episode of Village Talk, where we talk about shit we care about, and hopefully you should too. Again, I'm your host, Trey. This is Ain't Going, and this is The Village. Saison, Jay, Dub. And who was that? Ray? I didn't even hear you talk.
Yeah, Ray.
It don't matter. Whatever. Like, share, subscribe. Send us topics to talk about, man. Love y'all. Sort of.